Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yes, 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 yes. 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yes, yes. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's officially original. The West Coast you know how to act. Woke up in the party, make the people clap, clap. Word to Tracy Morrow, believe me, that's fact. Check Michelle ass pandemonium. Hey. Laid across the floor, pandemonium. Hey. Fly across the world, pandemonium. Trip. Every station, every club, pandemonium. Hey. You saw it right here. You say it get a while. You want to turn it on, then push it full, drop this. Love is love from the streets to the suites with the squares and the thumb. This is what we do up in the club. Yes. Hold on, we're gonna rewind it like that. Shit lag. With the east swag. Sound drag can't ah, y'all. Here we go. Oh, wait. The energy is sick. What's going on? Bring it on, mama. Yes, yes, yes. Nikki, what's up? All right. Pandemonium. Yo, what's going down? Nikki, I ain't forgot about you. I actually found the contact, so I'll rewind and let you know about that a little later. Hollis, what's up, brother? I see you. I see you. Yes, yes, yes. All right, this is straight talk, leads to straight understanding. Yes, I'm Sean Bolden, Sean B. However, you know me. All right, I'm here on Facebook up top. I'm here at Instagram in the middle. I'm here on YouTube down low. All right, so last week we had a good show. I had Hardwire Bear versus Set Straight Adrian, and man, they was going at it. We was talking about relationship situations, and man, they really went at it. So today I'm gonna piggyback over that. All right, but before I piggyback, let's see what else we want to listen to real quick. What else we want to listen to? I was listening to Pandemonium. I like CZ. Let's do you the CZ vibe. All right. Let's see if we got a vibe with CZ. But all right, that was Pandemonium 783. Now I got another CZ joint from my man in Ghana. All right, I ain't gonna spend too much time. I'm gonna start inviting people on in. Let them know that we're here. Let them know that they care. All right, all right, all right, all right. You go feel the vibe and the chemistry, although if you take your chance with me for sure. Cause I go make you smile, I go make you feel alright. You go feel the vibe and the chemistry, although if you take your chance with me for sure. Yes. Cause I go make you smile, I go make you feel alright. If you give your heart to me, I could be you with enjoyment. Alice, when you gonna send me over some songs? Enjoy yourself. If you give your heart to me, I will make you feel complete. I will give you all you need. Alright. Let me get straight to it. Hold on. Let me get straight to it, y'all. Last week we spoke about let's do it like this. Yeah, last week we spoke about a lot of different topics. But one of the topics that we spoke about, and a lot of people, I've been getting on relationships, but a lot of people have been like, yo, Sean, I need you to talk about the industry, the industry. And so today's topic, I'm going to go off of what we said, kill black radio. Kill black radio was something that was said here. I'm going to play the clip real quick so that y'all can get an idea of what I'm talking about. You're only going to be able to hear it. But yeah, we spoke about kill black radio last week. Here's a little clip of everything that went on last week to catch you up to speed. Take a listen.
You do wrong because a lot of the artists now are under black management.
The standards of the owners need to be increased. Just because you have made money does not make it excellent. We have to recognize that black excellence is not how much money you make.
I agree. And I think that that's the big thing that I see often will, like in rebuttals even, well, he got more money than you, so
And so what?
that doesn't define character, that doesn't.
But so he should be able. So when I hear that, I say so he should be able to afford a really good therapist.
And that part.
Yeah.
That's the part. When I hear that, so my man Ye, you need to sit down with a really good therapist.
No. But you're an educated brother. You're saying it is now our responsibility to go in and throw that laugh rap. Then
You're educated.
But that's them. What about you? So my point is, because they're doing it, there's a lot of people that do a lot of stuff. That's why we're talking about standards. That doesn't mean that you do it. So if you don't do it, where's your responsibility in going back and now educating your brothers and sisters and saying, this is ratchet or such and such mentality. Let's get here and get out of that crabs in a barrel mentality and let's get you here. Like,
okay, so I'm with you, Adrian. Let's destroy black radio.
Let's destroy black radio. All right. With that being said, that's going to be the topic that I'm going to start off with today. I'm going to start off with that young cat that came out against Diddy. The cat from Making to the Band. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Help me out if anybody knows his name. But he came in accusing Diddy of a lot of his downfall and or being blackballed in this industry. Now, a lot of people like to skate around that topic, blackball, like to skate around that topic, being deemed hard to work with, as Monique said in her battle against Netflix and against Oprah or Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels were the three that she mentioned. Blackball being some of what, a lot of people have mentioned artists who are in power or who are prominent have done to other artists. And this young man mentioned it about Diddy and mentioned it about how Diddy has blackballed him or how Diddy has made it impossible or difficult for him to get some of the opportunities that he feels he should have. Now, I'm going to start by saying, let's take Diddy's side. 50 said it last week. He put out this post that you are owed nothing. And when you feel you're owed something, you feel like you're entitled. And nobody is entitled to anything. So to Diddy's point or to 50's point, just because you have an opportunity with somebody don't mean that they owe you anything. Or just because somebody puts you on doesn't mean that their expectation your expectation of what they're putting you on is supposed to be does not mean that that's going to happen. So let's get it clear. You're not entitled when in fact you get put on by somebody, all right? You're not, they don't owe you a thing, and your expectations can be here and your reality can be down here. But let me just say this. Doesn't negate the fact that blackballing goes on. Doesn't negate the fact that people do not support one another. Doesn't negate that there's a crab in the barrel mentality with many. All right? So let's be clear on that. So I'm speaking about the reality of this music industry, because quite frankly, a lot of people have been talking to me. I've been talking about relationships and life stuff, that I negated the fact that we got a lot of music stuff to talk about. And those who are interested in music or who know me from the music industry might want to know some of these perspectives. So now let's take it back to this cat. I'm trying to find his name. Uh, Let me look up Diddy real quick. It should pop up because it was trending with the cat who was talking about Diddy. Yes, yes, here it is. Let's see. Making it a band cat talking about Diddy. Um, I forgot his name, but just Wyatt, what's up, bro? What's up? Yo, so I'm speaking about, and if anybody want to join me, I'm speaking about the music industry right now, and they're talking about the, kill black radio is what, or destroy black radio, because right now it is starting to reflect us in a bad way, is what was spoken about last week. So I'm triggering. I'm building off of that, and what I'm talking about right this second is that Diddy situation with the old making of the band member. I'm trying to find his name so that I can give him his just due. Making of the band, so we can talk about it. All right. So I already said that 50 made a point last week, and he said that nobody's entitled to anything just because you put them on. And a lot of people do get that misconstrued. Now, on another note, nobody did it by themselves. There's no such thing as a self-made person. All right. So let's be clear on that. Diddy, you didn't do it by yourself. Diddy, you had Andre Harrell sonning you. All right. So let's be clear on it. And to go ahead and start doing the same thing that was done to you is some bull. It's some straight bull. Now I can understand you don't owe the man nothing. I can get all of that, and I can understand that. But at the same time, you're very irresponsible. I always said it. I said it back then when making it a band. You making them walk over to Junior's for a cheesecake for television. It might have made good TV, but for character, it was fucked up. Excuse my French. It was straight a humiliating scenario that you wanted them to do. And like I said, if it was for TV, okay, I get it. But if in fact what the young man was saying, you made millions off of these people, and you gave them hundreds of thousands, yo, straight up and down, Diddy, whoever, that was foul. The same way my brother Damon Dash was talking about how he put Lee Daniels on, and then Lee Daniels basically ghosted him. Straight bull. And a lot of these people in power, the Diddys, the Lee Daniels, have a tendency to get power hungry and be on power trips and start what they call changing. Now, I'm not accusing anybody. I don't know neither one of those brothers, but the things that I have seen in the industry, and I will speak on Lee Daniels because Damon Dash specifically mentioned that and made mention of that, on how he empowered him, he put him into his place, and then Lee Daniels pretty much ghosted him until he saw him at the award show. Then Lee Daniels copping a Pleo, he looked all shook. But quite frankly, I think a few people need to be looking shook like that when they get in power. You know, Monique made a great point when she was battling Netflix with both, with Lee again, with Oprah, and with Tyler. While I didn't agree with how she might have expressed it, I couldn't disagree with her reasoning. Basically, you are empowered to be able to, and Steve Harvey, she called you out on it too. You are empowered to be able to just call a person to be able to say yeah and nay. I'll give you an example. When I was in power and I was working at Interscope Records, I had a nephew, I had a co-worker by the name of DJ Good Brother. happens to be Jimmy Iovine's nephew. All right. He had a relationship and rapport with Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas, and he was trying to get Will signed to the label. Apparently, is what he told me. He happened to say when I invited Will up to the label, he said, "Yo, Will was at my house the other day," and I'm like, "All right, cool." It didn't really matter to me because that had nothing to do with my intentions. You know what I'm saying? What did matter is that what DJ was known as at the time, he had a cat named Hot Call that he had signed that didn't do much of anything. So really, people were not giving him the respect that he might have thought he had or that he thought he deserved. And meanwhile, he got a good ear for lyrics and all that, but he didn't have the respect. So while he might have been bringing something up, not a lot of people were looking at him properly. They were looking at him side eye, like, "Ah, that's Jimmy's nephew. Ah, that's Jimmy's nephew." And so they wasn't really respected. And so when I came and I presented Will I Am and the Black Eyed Peas, mind you, I didn't go on anything other than what I told them I would do. I didn't get a dime from bringing Black Eyed Peas over to Interscope. Let me repeat that so that y'all hear me clearly. I didn't get a dime. I don't even know if I got a thank you for bringing Will I Am and Black Eyed Peas over to Interscope. Not from Jimmy. As a matter of fact, when I saw Jimmy some years later, I said, "Yo, Jimmy, you remember I brought you the Black Eyed Peas?" And instead of him saying thank you, and this is what I mean about some of the cats who are up top, instead of him saying thank you or "Yo, I appreciate that," or acknowledging whatever the case, he said, "Oh, can you bring me another one?" I'm like, why would I bring you another one when in fact you haven't even recognized and or thanked me for bringing the first one? No, makes no sense to me. And that was my report. I ain't got nothing against Jimmy. He gave me a job. He, was very influential on the stuff that I worked on. The Black Street, the Death Row, the Eminem, Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg. He was influential on all of that, which gave a lot of people jobs and opportunities. All right. But as far as the character that he displayed to me when he said, "Oh, go find me another one," after I brought him Will, and I didn't get merely, I don't even know if I got a thank you. Like I said, I never read the credits on the inside of the albums and or none of that, but never got a thank you. Never got a hot dollar. But a lot of people got credit for that, and a lot of success, and millions was made out of it. All right. So no, I'm not entitled to things. I didn't ask for it. I didn't negotiate it. That wasn't even my MO. I was going to, I endorsed Will and the Black Eyed Peas and brought them into the label because I enjoyed their performance, one. And two, I told them that I would. I resigned the week before I brought them in. So that's why it was an urgency for me to have them come in at the time. But it had nothing to do with me trying to get anything from Will or any of them and me trying to get anything from the Black Eyed Peas or Jimmy or anybody. It was merely that I said this is what I would do. I was more respected than the A&Rs that they had, i.e. DJ that I was just speaking about, because I was running the rap department at the time. And so therefore my suggestion would be more impactful than their suggestion. And that's no shot to DJ, but that's just the reality of what it was. And I say all that because we're talking about the industry, and I hardly talk about the industry, and I'm talking about this young cat who was talking about Diddy, and I'm going to try and remember his name. I think I might have it right now. From Making of the Band. Help me out, Gotti. Yo, who Gotti Benz? Who is the cat that was talking about Diddy on Making of the Band? Anybody, Lamont, anybody, tell me who the cat that they was talking about. Teeth, K-Max, Wyatt. Somebody help me out on the cat's name. I just want to acknowledge his name, seeing that he was out there. Because the point that I'm making is no, he wasn't entitled to that to anything. And yeah, he might have felt that he was, and it might have been depressing because yes, there is blackballing in this industry. Yes, there are cliques in this industry. They call it Illuminati. They call it, the signing your life over to people, or the undisclosed homosexual mafia, etc. I don't know about any of those things specifically. Yes, there are theories that can connect to where there could be some credence to it, but I do know that there were a lot of undercover people sexuality wise, that really but I never judged them one way or the other, but it was pretty evident. Some of your biggest stars and some of your biggest achievers have been down low from rumored and allegedly, as they would say. Dylan, it's not Dylon or Chopper. Nah, it's the other cat from Miami. Not Dylon or Chopper. Help me out, y'all. Help me out. But there have been rumors about, nah, not Sarah either. Lonzo, what's up? I'm talking about the industry, Lonzo. It's something interesting. I just was speaking about all of the blackballing that allegedly happens. And I was saying that the guy felt that he was blackballed. He was talking about Diddy this week, so I'm talking on that. And I don't really talk about the industry stuff that often, but I was just speaking about how things really do exist, how there are cliques in this industry, how people try and act as if there are not, but yeah, there are. And unfortunately, Freddie P, that's who it is. Freddie P. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The cat Freddie P was talking about Diddy this week, and that's what I'm honing my topic on today. And it was because I said kill black radio. And that is stemming from last week's conversation. All right. In last week's conversation I had with Bear and Adrian, we wound up saying, so kill black radio, because we was talking about all the derogatory direction that it's taken our community and the black community I'm speaking of. So with that being said, this cat this week, Freddie P, he was talking about Diddy and how he felt about Diddy. And I've been in this industry for 30 plus years. Had a lot of different accomplishments, had some failures, had some mediocrity, had a lot of different ups and downs in this industry. What I haven't had is the losing of my soul. Now, a lot of reasons why my soul has not been lost and why I have kept my integrity intact is because I left a few times. And I say that because one of the times that I left, for example, it was because I was ready to flip out, which would have only led me to death or to jail. And I happened to get in the music industry to avoid going to jail or dying because of the atmosphere, the environment that I was in and around, whether it been in New York, in East New York, and just the streets of East New York, or whether it would have been out here in the gang world, which I never partook, but I could have fell victim to that. So I got in this industry to avoid doing that, and that's why none of our music reflected any of the negativity. But at the same time, I had to leave because it definitely, there's a lot of cliques that will do what Diddy did to that young man, Freddie P. And he want to act like, and he responded like, yo, you ain't built for this, Diddy. You a piece of scum when it comes to character. You do it for the money. You're right. I ain't mad at you. You are very successful. But as I said last week, success does not equal black excellence. But a lot of us believe that it does. And that's part of the problem of where we and what I'm addressing today and what I'm talking about the industry with. I'll say it again. Success does not equal black excellence. Or for that matter, success does not equal or measure to excellence. Your financial success, your accolades that you do does not always measure to excellence. But we have been taught, trained, and believe, especially in this day and age, that fame, success, money equals excellence. And I want to sit here and judge what you think and what you feel, but I will say that it does not equal excellence. All right. So all those I have not achieved the successes that accolades and some of the people like a Diddy might have achieved. I know one thing, my soul is fine. I know one thing, I ain't got nobody talking about me talking about Sean, you did me dirty. Nah, I ain't got none of that. And I'm proud of that. That to me is an achievement, especially going through this industry. It's an achievement. And so with that achievement, I ain't knocking nobody else's way of how they got to where they got, but I don't encourage, nor do I. Uh, Erica, what's going on? You can really relate to this message, Miss Ford. What I just said, Erica, and I want to say it again now that you chimed in. Success does not equal black excellence, and I'm glad you chimed in, Miss Erica Ford, because you are successful in my book. You are the epitome of success, or the epitome of black excellence. Never mind all of the accolades. We was talking about how Diddy and this guy, Freddie J, spoke about Diddy. And never mind the accolades of anybody. And I don't got nothing against Diddy, but that I'm not impressed with their success, their financial success. But Erica Ford, I'm impressed with your success that you have accomplished, what you have done for your community, and the hip hop industry in itself deserves accolades and deserves recognition as black excellence. So if y'all don't know, follow Miss Erica Ford, and y'all will be able to find in her I Love My Life Foundation what black excellence is. And the financial success, these plaques, this all of the things and accolades that I have had does not always bring character, and character to me is what measures up to excellence. I was speaking about us raising our standards. So I challenge the Oprahs and the Diddy's and the Tylers, where they have, granted, employed a lot of black people, empowered a lot of black people. They haven't always helped the black people learn. They didn't teach them how to fish always. They gave them fish, but they didn't teach them how to fish. And to me, that's where black excellence goes to the next plateau. So it's not about how many people you employ, but as you're employing them, how many of them you educated. And you know, Oprah, I commend you. You opened a school up in Africa, but we got a lot of schools that need to be opened up right here in Chicago, where you got a lot of your success and you achieved a lot of your success right there in Chicago. A school is necessary. Your outlook and your perspective on life is necessary there, not just the employment. Don't just give people fish, which is the employment analogy that I'm using, but teach people how to fish, which is educate them as you're employing them. Properly educate them, because education also, as I mentioned last week, doesn't always go on what education is, because education comes from a lot of different places. Not all education is one, factual, two, helpful, or three, makes resolutions for some of the issues. You have 8,000 degrees. I have all these plaques. All of these could be degrees. It matters not. Don't matter if you're not helping somebody be able to learn from what you've learned. So therefore, that's why I'm taking a break off of relationships today, and I'm speaking straight about this industry. This industry, the reason why I left is because it's a shallow ass industry. I was speaking with somebody today, my homegirl Bianca, who's gonna join me, Bianca Breeze. She asked me, "Tell me about your history." I said, "Yo, I'll tell you about it a little later." But part of my history and what it was is I don't recommend this industry to nobody because it's a shallow ass industry. But if you want to pursue it, if it's something that is going to make your kids eat from it, by all means, if I have pitfalls that I can help you avoid through my experiences, I'm going to do that, because that to me is what black excellence That's what we need for Black excellence. Each one teach one, not each one humiliate one to make another dollar. This is the reason why Diddy. I can understand if it was good TV. I understand TV, but I don't agree with all of it that's being said. Reality TV, good TV. They're making money. Mona Scott is making a lot of money. She's making TV that people find interesting. But the depictions and all of what is going on that they're showing, all of the, how they say controversy sells, all that controversy is sells because that's what we keep on putting out there. So while I'm not sitting here trying to be on no soapbox talking about don't do what you do, but if you do it that way, give them what they want so that they can listen to what they need. That's the model that I live by. Give them what they want so that they can listen to what they need. So if you happen to give them Pop That Coochie, Two Live Crew, if you happen to give them NWA, if you happen to give them Madea, if you happen to give them Jerry Springer, because if I recall correctly, well, I won't get into that. If you happen to give them things that segue into what can be looked at as controversial or negative, just follow up by giving them what they need behind that. Once you get those, what you're able to hire people and give people jobs and give people careers, as Mona Scott did, as Oprah Winfrey has, as Tyler Perry has, as Lee Daniels has, be able to teach them. That's the one thing. Y'all can say anything y'all want about Dame Dash, and I don't know him personally. I met him a couple of times, but the one thing he did, he gave people opportunities, and he never was afraid to not hold his tongue. One thing I could say about Kanye, you could say he's arrogant, you could say he's mentally challenged, you could say whatever you want. He wasn't afraid. So he did a lot of things and he also was humble enough to say, yo, I apologize when he made mistakes. Arrogance is something, in my opinion, that goes when it's unapologetic, when your mistakes go unapologetic. Plain and simple. We all make mistakes. We all might be feeling ourselves here and there, especially in this industry where they highlight how good you are. Marv, you can send it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it, but yeah, you can send it. Especially when they don't tell you Issa Rae. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Video Lady 18. I'm not too familiar with Issa Rae. I am familiar that she grinded and got, and she is hiring people, but she might be the epitome of what we're talking about. I'm not as familiar with her, but I am familiar with the Tylers, the Oprahs, because I studied them. I did my research on them. All right, AB, what up? So all of that, and the problem that I have is that people, when they succeed, they think that they're excellent. So you have a Diddy who succeeded and achieved accolades, and yet his character is questionable. For you to go ahead and make those young kids on television walk across the Brooklyn Bridge to Junior's to get cheesecakes, made good television. Donald Trump made good television. You're fired. Don't make it less humiliating for those kids. Don't make it because you had to compromise your integrity to get on with Andre Harrell. Don't mean that everybody should have to compromise their integrity and want it in the same, or make them act like they want it in the same way to compromise their integrity. Nah, brother, I cannot co-sign on that. But that's the clique. That's the clique that Freddie P was talking about. The clique that people will compromise their integrity, and it's all right with them. And compromising their integrity isn't always a homosexual act, although sometimes it is. But it isn't always that. Compromising your integrity might be getting the mess slapped out of you in public, and somebody pay you off to be like, yo, I'm sorry. I.e., some of these gangster rap labels. Compromising your integrity might be taking a hit for somebody who don't have to go to jail because um, they did something and you took the blame for it. That might be compromising your integrity. Some people call it stand up, but it's only stand up if you did it and then you didn't tell. But if you didn't do it, somebody else did it, and you took the fall for them, while it could be stand up if they're paying you correctly, or if you're doing it and they gave you what it was that you deserve, then it's stand up. But if they played you and didn't give you what you deserve, and they got or they gave you $1 million, meanwhile, because of the act, they made 400 million, 500 million, got on the Forbes billionaire list, and you sat there and you took $1 million, they know they only gave you $1 million, and you took a rap for something that they did, that's compromising your integrity as well. So let's be clear. Anybody who wants to put you in a position to compromise your integrity for what it is for finances, you might want to question their character too. And that's kind of what's going down right now. And why, although I don't feel, you ain't entitled to nothing, and expectation leads to disappointment, and Freddie J might be expecting something that he don't deserve, don't change the character of what I literally saw on quite a few occasions regarding the brother that he's talking about, regarding P. Diddy, who he's talking about. And like I said, I don't know the cat, so I can't speak on him personally. But there are too many stories that add up or that lean to the same place. If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. Theoretically, absolutely, that could happen. So if I'm calling the duck, then so be it. Quack, quack. But quite frankly, don't act like that man is crazy, which he probably did go crazy, because if you believe something and you know it to be true, and everywhere you go, he said, everybody acting like, nah, ain't nothing wrong, nah. You go and see the man who introduced Khaled to Diddy, according to what he said. He introduced Khaled, Rick Ross, people from Miami to Diddy, and gave them that pathway, similar to what I was talking about earlier. I gave will.i.am the pathway to Interscope. Now, I ain't expecting nothing because that's just who I am. But at the same time, if Will was that stand-up type of guy, he might be like, yo, you know what, Sean, here you go. I know you ain't asked for nothing. He might be what Kanye was to Beans. Do y'all remember that? A few weeks ago, Drink Champ, Kanye said, yo, I owe Beans something. Why did he owe Beans something? Why did he owe Beans something? Y'all keep talking about this man, Ye, and his personal problem. The reason why I defend the man is for things like this that the man has done that I haven't seen done in this shallow ass industry by all the people who I've seen do things. And I've been around before a lot of them. I had a deal before Puffy did. I had a deal before Jay-Z did. I had a deal. I was signed to a record label before NWA. My brother and I, we were there. So I've seen the transition of a lot of these people. So to sit there, why I would defend somebody who I don't know, again, I don't know Kanye either, but I've met him on occasions, like I met Puff on occasions, like I met some of these other cats that I refer to on occasion. I don't claim to know nobody unless I sat there and had a conversation and we sat eye to eye and built with each other. Much as I met you, I don't claim to know you. So I will say this, what I have seen from the Diddy's, seen it, is that there has been a change. What I saw from Kanye is what I'm speaking about. Kanye literally was like, yo, Beans, I owe you. You were the one who gave me Yeezy name. There's no Beans didn't ask for nothing. Beans didn't even do it to do nothing. He was just helping Ye out. He was holding Ye down because he respected Ye. And in return, Ye extended that respect. He got that from Dame Dash. Dame Dash put all these cats on, and all he asked for was respect in return. And when they got up there, the black excellence, in my opinion, what black excellence does at that point, they reach back down. They extend their hand back. They say, brother, you helped me, so I'm going to help you. And never mind the word help. You help me. I appreciate you. It's not even, they might not even be in a place where they need help. It don't matter whether they need help or not. It's just showing the appreciation is what black excellence is. And if you haven't showed that appreciation to those who helped you and or those who could continue, like I said, Freddie P did not help Puff get to where Puff is. Let's make that clear. Freddie P did not help Puff get to Puff's success, but he contributed to Puff's success. He contributed more than what Puff gave him. According to what he said, if Puff gave him a couple of million, still ain't as much as he contributed to Puff bank account. Still ain't enough. Because that's when TV just first got started, y'all. The reality TV first got started. Making of the Band. Flavor of Love. These are where reality TV started, y'all. So all I say is that never mind helping somebody like a Freddie P out. If you have character, you empower a person to be able to benefit you, because then you have alliances. Then you have people who, if they succeed when you empower them, if you ever fall off, or if something ever happens, you now have an alliance who can basically extend right the same way that you extended. And that's what black excellence is about. That's what excellence is about. Never mind just black excellence. We talk about other religions and other people, they understand that concept. They understand, I don't need to like you to support you. I'm going to say it again. They understand, I don't need to like you to support you. Unfortunately, we missed that memo. I'll say it again. Unfortunately, we missed that memo. We think we got to like everybody who we support. Yeah. I used to tell DJs like this, yo, I need you to support my record. They say, I don't like the record. I said, I didn't ask what you like. I asked you for support. That's how I promoted records. I ain't asking what you like. I'm asking you support. This is what you can tell me after you have supported it. I played it. It didn't work for me. Audiences, my audience didn't really take to it. Guess what? I can embrace that you supported my efforts in the same way I supported your efforts by even sending you music for free prior to, everybody getting it for free. Sending you the music, making sure that you had the ammunition to be able to compete with whatever DJ it was that you came up against, or whatever place that you need to entertain. All right? No matter what, you was able to support. I was giving you the support to be able to do it. I didn't ask, I didn't know whether I liked how you DJ. This is what DJs seem to forget at times. Before you was renowned, before you got recognition, you didn't, people didn't have to like you to support your efforts. When we were sending you records, we didn't have to like you. Scotty, what's up? LaMonica, what's up? Mike, what's up? We didn't have to like you to support you. That's part of our lack of excellence in our communities. because we all misconstrue. First off, as I was saying earlier, we think accolades and financial success equals excellence. It does not. Character equals excellence. I was just giving it up to Erica for character equals excellence. Then on top of that, we think we gotta like a person to do business with them or to support their business. No. In other cultures, they support each other whether they like them or not, just because they are from the same area. Italians support Italians when they came to America because they were from Italy. Didn't matter whether they agreed with their, their doings, or whether they were from Sicily, or whether it didn't. All that didn't matter as much. And Chris, you could correct me where I'm wrong. That's my Italian brother, y'all. But I'm just using it as an example. The quote unquote, this is the Jewish people. They support one another. It doesn't matter whether they're Hasidic. Doesn't matter what, they support one another. They might not like each other. They might be in totally different denominations. But here we go in our community. We got the let's say Christianity. You got the denominations going against each other. Then you got the religion, Christianity versus Islam or versus Judaism going against each other. There's so much divide and conquer. It's ridiculous. But we embrace the divide and conquer. We don't seem to get that they supported each other whether they liked them or not. Can we start doing that? Do you understand? Support is, and I'm going to go back to that DJ thing because it just hit me. DJs, before y'all were anybody, I was a record label exec supporting your efforts to become that person. No one is self-made. No one. You show me a person that made it by themselves without help of anyone, I'll let you slap the hell out of me. Show me a person that made it without anyone's help. By all means, you could come up and just slap the daylights out of me and I will not retaliate whatsoever. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. So all of these DJs, oh, I'm the hottest, I'm not, y'all done forgot when a person like me, a promoter, when y'all didn't have no money to buy records, y'all was digging in crates and we supported your efforts to give you the ammunition to be able to compete wherever you went. Whether you wanted to play it or not wasn't really our concern. We just, all of the labels, not just my label, all the labels supported your efforts to be able to stock you up the right way. We gave it to the record pools. Now, if you had to buy it from the record pools, that's between you and the record pools. The point being is that we supported your efforts before you became Khaled, before you became Funkmaster Flex, before you became a number of DJs. And we didn't do it because we thought you was dope. It was a supporting of each other. We did it because if you like that record, you might play it, and vice versa. If you play it, we might receive something. But we didn't see you DJ to know you're hot or not initially. Now, there was some who we did know, the Red Alerts, who had already, before radio, had enough recognition, but not everybody knew any of the DJs who got on radio, mix show, clubs, or what have you, before we gave you the record. Now, if we go on your concept, I got to like a record, because then I would have said when you needed your records, or all the promoters would have said when you needed your record, yo, I got to see if I like the way you DJ. I got to come to your club. Now, you see how asinine that sounds when the shoe is on the other foot? I got to come see how you play just to see if I could support you and send you some free records. You see how asinine that sounds? That's how asinine it sounds when you say, I got to play, I got to like the record before I play it. And I didn't ask you to like a record. I asked you to support my efforts. Cause guess what? Supporting it is also, it's just extending information. So if you played it and your audience didn't like it, guess what? That is just as valuable as if you dropped the bomb on it and played it 1,000 times, because that information is able to be translated. That translation is able to be documented. That documentation is how we put on paper the ability to be able to get the next checks from marketing budgets that help support conventions or promotions that y'all might want, or might be able to get the retail budgets that might be able to help the stores. So it was a whole system. And nowadays, the support is the same. Like somebody video, same concept, different platform. You now have Spotify, you have YouTube, you have, matter of fact, right now, how many people are subscribers of the YouTube channel of mine? Now I know I haven't asked too many people, but how many people? I got like 30 something subscribers. I didn't ask a lot of people to do so, so I get it. But at the same time, naturally, if you're supporting somebody, just go there, press subscribe. You ain't gotta like what I'm saying. You ain't gotta listen to me for an hour. You ain't gotta tune into Straight Talk. You could just show it there, like, be out. That shows support. How many people do that naturally? And you wonder why we talk about this crab in the barrel stuff. That's why. Because basically, as I always say, first off, crabs ain't supposed to be in a barrel. So we're already limited naturally from our circumstances, our environment, and our upbringings. And then because we're already limited, we just perpetuate and continue it on by having the mentality of making somebody walk across a Brooklyn Bridge and not telling the world that it's just for TV. Bro, if you did that because of your ego, you want some bullshit, puffy. Don't know you, but if that, and I've said it before, don't know you, kudos to your success, don't impress me. But if you made those cats walk off and couldn't tell the world that that was just for TV, you're a piece of S. And mind you, people can change. But if you're a piece of S and you're just a selfish piece of S. Plain and simple. I can't say it no other way. But if you did it for TV purposes, then that man should have known that. And if you made hundreds of millions or even some millions off of that person and you couldn't break bread with them to where you could they should at least have been millionaires. And I'm not talking million, take away the tax dollars, they at hundreds of thousands. I'm talking millions after the tax dollars. They still sitting on a mill. That's just my take on it. That's straight talk, Lisa, straight understanding. I'm Sean Bolden, Sean B. However you know me. Some people know me as Shiz, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. But I've been talking about all these relationships and stuff and life and stuff that I forgot about this industry that I have removed myself from. And because it's a shallow ass industry. I don't recommend it for my worst enemies, but if it's something that you enjoy and you pursue, if I can extend some information, some things that might be helpful to you avoiding pitfalls, by all means, I'm going to do so. And if there's excellence involved, then when you get on, like Ye got on, extend the olive branch. Say, yo, this is how I'm showing appreciation. Because that's all excellence is. Appreciation and gratitude. Gratitude goes a long way. Leave it there, y'all. All right. So tune in next week. I'm getting a little bit more structure. Y'all starting to see commercials. Thank you, Mr. LaMonica. Yeah. Learn how to write your own writer. Okay. Let us know. Let us know. I want everybody to tune in and connect with all of the people who are here. We are professionals over here. Facebook, I'm looking at you right now. Thank you for joining. I hope it was helpful to you understand the industry. Yes, it's a shallow industry, but yes, it's very lucrative. So if your goal is to make money, this can be a field for you. But do not compromise your integrity in doing so. And I will be the one to tell you, hey, nah, that's compromising your integrity. All right. So with that being said, peace to you all. Love, love, love. That's all I like to extend. Love. I don't need it to be my name. Hint, hint. That's just who I am. All right. So I extend the love naturally. No, I'm not I am from East New York, Brooklyn. Now I'm out here in Cali, and that's it. Sean Bolden, Sean B. Straight talk leads to straight understanding. Hope this was helpful in any kind of way to you, to yours. Tune in next week. I have some guests with me next week. It's going to be less of talking. I'm going to get back into life stuff, social stuff. But Freddie J, yo, I feel your perspective. Don't go crazy. Yeah, that's the other thing. You people make you feel like you're crazy when they're on top. They humiliate you. And that's what he was trying to say, in other words. He didn't need to be humiliated. Khaled, whoever else he put on out there, if that man introduced you to Diddy, even if you don't do business with him, excellence will be you extending your hand. Not extending your hand because you need something, but extending your hand because you appreciate something. Not extending your hand because you think it's all about you. And like I said, Khaled, before you was Khaled, and this ain't no shot to you, bro, because I do commend what you're doing. But before you was Khaled, somebody helped you. I was one of those record promoters, as well as plenty other ones, who helped and supported you before you had a name. And again, I didn't ask to have to see you DJ. I didn't ask to hear your mixtape. I didn't ask to see if you was on radio. I didn't ask none of those things. I just asked you for your address so I could send you the music that could give you support, ammunition, and what it was that you was pursuing, which was to become the best. We the best. So if that's the case, be the best man that you can be. You should have extended your hand to that brother who introduced you to the guy, even though the guy might be a piece of S and didn't agree with it. You didn't have to bring him to the table with you, but you surely could have extended the brand and say, yo, you know what? I just appreciate you. Could have been financial. It could have been an opportunity on a record. It could have been any of those things, which could have helped him help his family like he might have helped you help your family just in saying, hey, yo, Diddy, this is Khaled. Yo, Khaled, this is Diddy. Goes a lot of way. It wasn't because, let's not miss those situations. Let's not brush over or just go over those introductions. Let's not just brush over those, because that's what support is, an introduction at times. That's it. Just the same way a like is support. How many of y'all do it? How many of us do it? Just a thought. Straight talk. All right, I hope y'all got a better understanding about the industry. I hope y'all got a better understanding about why the man, Freddie was beefing with Diddy. And I hope y'all got a better understanding of what support really is. It's not about what you like. It's not about doing business because you like a person. It's about doing business because you want to support those people and you want those people to support you as well. All right, so next week, see you with a better topic, another topic, a bigger topic. Straight talk. It's a straight understanding. Sean Bolden, Sean B. Heavenly Father, we come to you today to give you the praise and honor that you so rightfully deserve. We thank you for your presence in our lives, and I thank you that you continue to allow me to be a vessel of your will and your way. Give me the words to say, the things to do, and all that I do, and all that I encounter, and all those who I encounter, and all those who I come across. I thank you for these things in advance, and I thank you for these things in my future, as well as in my past. Please forgive me and all those who I'm praying for any sins that we committed, knowingly or unknowingly, and allow us to be able to do better, be better, and see better. Say these things humbly in His Son Jesus Christ's blessed name, or however those who are praying for me know you. Amen and amen. Peace. Peace. All right now. All right, I'm in my video up here first. Facebook. Peace, unity, love. I'm out. Instagram. Peace, unity, and love. I'm out. YouTube. Peace, unity, and love. I'm out.